Cloud.
There we go.
What's going on? All right,
let's
go
go.
for it.
What's going on, guys? It's your man DeAndre Saxon here, back for another video, and I got my man Ali right here. We actually go back at least a year or two now, and it's funny how our paths cross. Our paths have crossed again, and in the moment may not seem like the most positive, but whatever it is, there's like Napoleon Hill says, for every failure or every setback, there's always an equal opposite seat of success on the other side. So who knows what's going to come out of this? But we came together for a common cause because we got taken advantage of, and we don't like to use the word victim because we're not victims, but we are actually I would say entrepreneurs in the sense that we're going to go and we're going to teach people how to protect themselves moving into the future. So we're not victims. We're not victims. We're here to help each and every one of you watching this right here. So Ali, tell us a little bit about yourself, my man.
All right, so check this out. So it's crazy because me and DeAndre, our paths overlap in a lot of different ways. I know you're you're a student of Bob Proctor. I love The Secret. I read that several times as I was growing up, probably like since 17, 18. I read it every year. And then of course, 2 years ago, year and a half ago, I wrote my own book called Create Your Frequency, which we take a lot of elements that you teach, and then you teach and preach, and you provide value to the marketplace. And so it's crazy that we're not going to be able to talk about, mindset and frequency and success and growth. We have to talk about something completely other end of the spectrum. But so my name is Ali, guys. And I'm the author of Create Your Frequency. I'm the CEO of Principles. So everyone knows our company as Principles. We named it for a reason. Me and my business partner had a couple of bad run-ins with other bad business partners, and we named the company Principles as a statement to people with no high values and morals and principles, right? So we connected, obviously creating a brand, a lifestyle brand, creating a movement, sharing value, teaching people, of course, providing our services, which is branding, marketing, consulting, app development, all that, right? But someone used my page. What had happened, someone used my page and to pretty much utilize my audience. Everyone knows us for these principles, and they went the opposite of what we teach, and really took advantage with a lot of people. And I can go ahead and jump right into the story if you're ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, all right, so check this out. On Thursday night, I'm sitting there right before bed, and I have my brothers here with me in Austin, and of course, with my roommate and business partner Sean. I'm getting ready for the next day. Long day grinding. So I walk out of the room, and my phone's charging, and my brother is like, "Hey, bro, who do you need me to send money to?" And I'm just like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yeah, you just Instagram me." He's like, "Why don't you just ask me?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Look, bro, check your DMs." So he showed me on his phone and said, "Hey, can you do me a favor?" And I'm like, "I didn't send that." So I run to my phone. As soon as I pick up my phone, it says, "You've been logged out of Instagram." So I'm like, "Huh, that's weird." I go to my computer. I have an office set up at home, and it said, "You've been logged out of Instagram." Then I go and get my phone. I try texting somebody to see what happened, and then it says, "Your IMEI has been changed. The phone number is no longer on that phone. The service has been moved." So now I'm like, red flag. My heart's like pounding. Remember, like you said in your video, we're in yellow now. So my heart's like pounding. I'm like, what's going on? Then I check, I have 3 other accounts. I check my business partner's account, my other business account. Everyone got that message. "Hey, can you do me a favor? Hey, can you do me a favor? Hey, can you do me a favor?" Crazy thing is, I didn't know what was going on at that moment. This is like 30 seconds, 1 minute, everything's back to back. So I'm like, all right, so there's a red flag. There's no reason I should be logged out. And as soon as the number thing happened, I was like, all right, cool. I'm being hacked. I got to figure this out fast. So the first thing I called was my carrier. Now I'm trying to press 0, talk to a representative. They'll put me on hold for like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. It's 11:30 at night, 11:15 at night. I'm on hold for like 30 minutes. At this point, I get WhatsApp messages and Telegram messages that, "Hey, bro, you texting me asking me about something?" And I call Robert. "Hey, bro, I'm being hacked." He's like, "Fuck." I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, "I sent $500. I'm like, "They're asking for money?" He's like, "Yeah." He sent me the screenshot. He's like, "Yeah, can you Zelle this account?" And Robert's my other business partner, close friend. You know what I'm saying? Brother almost. He said, "I sent it without hesitation. I thought you needed some of this before bed, whatever, $500. Call my other business partner. "Bro, I sent 1,000. I'm like, fuck, no
Yeah,
way.
dude, I remember getting that message and I was like, dude, I was gonna send you money. I haven't talked to you for like 6 months, but in my head, I was like, wait, at least send me the money first. And then, because you said something about moving the money, right? And I was like, all right, well, at least send me the money and then I'll sell it. But dude, we haven't spoken 6 months and I was gonna sell it. So I can't even
Bro,
imagine how many people got taken.
you won't believe it. Like people I went to college with, people I went to high school with, ended up sending money. You know how much total we lost? This guy scammed us. So I'll get into that issue in a minute. But total amount lost was it was over 30K. It was like 31,000 something that I've calculated that friends and family of mine have sent to this scammer. Okay. So remember, so kind of backtrack. Midnight, still freaking out. My girl comes over. My whole team. I have a whole team of team members, virtual assistants, graphic designers, editors, admins. Everyone's changing passwords. We're locking everything down. We're going through email after email after email, crypto account, MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Coinbase. We're going through everything. Some of it were logged out because, of course, in this IMEI scam, they remove your number. So now it's going to that number. I'm still on hold. Remember, I'm over here getting all these things situated. So, but the crazy thing is, before the number was gone, when people texted my phone, he was getting my message. So not only when he's messaging on Instagram, he's messaging on my phone. People are confirming, and he's like, yeah, it's me. Of course, it's Ali. Of course, it's me. I'm asking for this.
Wow.
So we're screenshotting. I'm hitting up all these people. It's about 4 a.m. We're still up, making sure. I mean, I have 3 businesses. I'm making sure everything's thorough. I'm going through thoroughly. And this guy calls Sean on his Telegram. We get a private call. It literally says the at handle on Telegram says Russian Bitcoin Mafia. Okay, so we're like, He's like, Ali, come over here. I'm getting a call. The guy video calls us on Telegram. He puts his hand over the camera, normal voice and everything. Sound like country boy from Texas, to be honest. He says, "What's up, guys? Can we do this the easy way, or do we want to do this the hard way?" And I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?" He's like, "I got your account. I'm gonna scam everybody. They're gonna fall for it, and we're gonna scan. I'm gonna go each one, and I'm gonna fuck your account, and then I'm gonna delete it." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "You want to do this the easy way and the hard way?" I was like, "All right, bro. Fuck you." And I cussed. I was like, "We'll get this shit handled." I didn't know at this point. I didn't know so many people were gonna send money. This went on for 48 hours. The next day, I go to T-Mobile. Didn't really get good help. I had to go to another T-Mobile. Switch my phone to AT&T. I got a backup phone. Switched that phone to AT&T. Still in the process of fixing all these different things. In the meantime, I'm using Sean's account. I'm submitting a statement. So I'm over here like, guys, this is Ali, the real Ali, and this is what happened. Please do not send my account money. Please do not send this. I would never ask for money. I have, 30 other ways to get money from my close circle. I would never ask a stranger that I haven't seen in 8 years for money, of course, not on Instagram to a random account. So 48 hours, this goes on. Every hour, I'm like, damn, I'm sorry. And then at this point, I'm like, send me a screenshot. So I thought it was going to be a couple $1,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Like, you know what? I'll pay everybody back. I'll do the right thing. Of course, it wasn't me. I'm just as much, I wouldn't say victim, but I'm just as much that I got scammed as everyone else, right? Next thing you know, I'm at 10,000. All right, 12,000, 15,000, 20. I was like, fuck, 30K has been sent. So of course I'm apologizing. I'm very embarrassed. This guy used my name, my credibility, the whole company we built on principles against me. So apologizing to everyone, getting random screenshots. Hey, I sent 500. Most people are understanding. They're like, bro, fuck it. I'm sorry this happened. Now that they know what's going on, they're like, how do I secure my account? So I'm going through, I did all the research. My whole team did research. Of course, we'll go over that in a second, but then it comes to the time the next day. Of course, everyone's messaging me. I'm getting messages. Hey, bro, I'm sorry this happened to you. Some people are like, I got scammed. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I had 1 or 2 people that were really aggressive. They're like, bro, send my fucking money back. You scammed me. It doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to do the right thing. Of course, some people are in need. Of course, sent them right off the bat. Didn't even hesitate. If you sent me your last $500, I'm going to return it to you because that's the right thing to do. But then I get a DM. This guy says, oh, then I figured out it happened to you. That was the second day. It happened to you. The third day.
After I got your message, that's when it happened to me.
Got it. And then then you lost your money. So we're talking now. We're like, oh, how the fuck do you prevent this and that? All that's going on. Then the third day, this is a Saturday. This is what happens on a Saturday. Ready? I get a call from, I get a message on Instagram. It was in my requested message box. You got 3 boxes, right?
So you got
requested.
your Instagram back, right?
I got my Instagram back. I missed that part. So I had a connection that reached out to me. I have a big network, and they were like, I know a guy at Instagram you can pay to get your account back. I was like, okay, how much does it cost? I don't give a shit. I was ready to lose the account, DeAndre. I'm like, I'd rather have the account shut than all these people scammed.
For real,
I'll
that's what
start
I
all
did.
over.
I was trying to convince the guy to delete it. Like he's like, yo, give me 5K right now, or I'm gonna delete it. And I was like, I don't know what I said. I said some bullshit to get him to delete. I'd rather him delete it than fuck around on my account for a day, you know?
See, we thought that we were on the fence. I built a big following, big network. We invested tens of thousands of dollars into our brand, and we built a movement, And so I was on the fence. I was like, you can, I want him to delete it so he doesn't scam everyone, but like any way I can get my account back. I'm not negotiating with a freaking terrorist, you know what I'm saying? Like with a hacker, So it was so check this out. Then I get a text, hey, this happened. This guy sent me a screenshot. Did this happen to you? I'm like, I'm so sorry, bro. He said, psych, it's the hacker. And I'm like, not funny, bro. And he's like, fuck you, kill yourself, faggot. And I'm like, okay. Then I see that he deleted those messages. So I called him right there. I called him on the video chat on Instagram again. And he did the same thing. Phone like this. He's like, can I cuss? I mean, I've been cussing, so I'm just gonna keep going. He was like, what's up, bitch? I'm like, sup, faggot? No, he said, what's up, faggot? I said, what's up, bitch? And he's like, look what I did to you. I was like, I got my account back. Obviously, you're not good enough. He's like, I'm gonna keep tapping into your shit. I was like, you can try. He was like, I know where you live. I was like, I know where you live. I know where your IP address is. How about we make this easy? Show your face. He's like, nah. I was like, that's what I thought. You're probably some hacker in your mom's basement that got no influence, no social circle, no impact. And he just laughed. And I was like, you can keep coming. We're gonna spread the word. And you're gonna get taken down by the FBI, bro. Karma's a bitch. I'm not talking to you. And then I hung up. And he did this whole laughing thing, and then I blocked him. And I blocked him on all my business pages. So same voice.
From another account that he hacked, right? Just to bring clarity.
Yeah, he hacked someone. He hacked someone named John Mora, and I knew it was off because that guy was another entrepreneur in Miami. And I'm like, bro, all entrepreneurs, they're all good energy people. They all were doing good. They're all about mind, body, health, fitness, business. No one's gonna talk shit like that. That doesn't happen anymore. I don't attract that into my life. This is only someone at a lower frequency trying to mess with me.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I blocked him, and I'm like, all right, taking precautions. I'm making sure all my 2FA is on. At this point, I've already posted a lot of things on how to prevent it. And so
did you end up getting your number back?
I got a new number completely.
Okay, but so he still has your number technically.
No,
right?
we shut that number down. We blocked his IMEI. We blocked his. So IMEI means like the social security on your phone. It's pretty much your phone's unique number, right? Each phone has its own unique number. That number, my phone number, gets routed to your device. Okay. Yeah. So we blocked my number that can never be used again, and I blocked his device that he can never get my number on his device again.
Yeah. Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So, of course, so any questions on that? I know you faced this. This shit was crazy.
No.
How'd you feel, bro?
I think what we're doing is let's hear your story, then we'll have another segment how to prevent it. Let's keep going with your story about it.
Got it. Okay, sweet. So pretty much now at this point, I've done all this research. I figured out how to prevent, how to take your number off, how to add the 2FA, how to prevent someone from SIM swapping. So, different tactics like calling your carrier and telling them, hey, no one can make any edits to my account unless I'm there in person. Taking off I got a backup number and then putting those all in the crypto, wallets, taking off all my personal information from my social media. To be honest, I went a little above and beyond, and I even like deleted some of the, semi-flashy shit that I post for motivational purposes only, just so to protect anyone around me. At that point, I even told my girl and my little brothers, like, hey, block this account. I don't need them, access to anything. So crazy last, 72 hours, very intense. I felt personally attacked, very vulnerable, very breach of my privacy. And so I'm, turning over my shoulders. And of course, I'm not going to live life out of fear, but in something like this, you just got to protect yourself. And, in all the communities I'm in, I've posted all the screenshots on how to prevent yourself. I've posted the different forums on, what to do to kind of, if this happens to you, what to do. I sent you that, that information as well. So that's pretty much my story, bro. Crazy 72 hours. What this did was really taught me to think on my feet. I'm glad I think very clearly. I think clear head in times of adversity. I don't react. My body doesn't react like that. I don't get like overwhelmed or anything like that. So crazy 72 hours. And I hope it doesn't happen to everyone, because it's a scary feeling, bro, because this is
Happening
happening
every
shit we don't
night.
know.
That's the thing. It's happening every night. These guys are pros, and it's happening every night, and it's just spreading. But it's just like, man, it's just low vibrational people. You know, and you know, as one of the things that we teach, there's no such thing as stealing our money, because the universe will always fill it and more, right? So the money's going to come back in even more. And I love that we have two different stories. It's the same situation, but two different outcomes, right? They came in and really did some work on your Instagram, and they did some work on my Instagram for about an hour or so. But really, where they came in was my crypto. Yeah, I don't know whoever's channel this is going on. I'll post my link below in the description if you guys are watching it on my channel, so you can go watch my story. I have about a 20-minute video where I shared where they went after my Instagram, and I still don't even know how much they scammed out of my followers. I know for a fact they got one of my clients for $1,000, and I haven't even got my Instagram back, so I can actually even come in and start talking to people. So right now, people are just don't even know where I'm at unless they're in my Telegram chats, my client chats, and maybe Facebook or something like that. So people on Instagram just saw me disappear. But where they came at me was my crypto. So guys, just so you guys know, it's SIM swapping, right? So yeah, you might be thinking, oh, SIM swapping, but it's SIM swapping crypto scammers. These guys are going after your crypto. And the reason I know this is because I know a little bit about crypto. And one thing when I got access to my number, I actually got my number back within maybe an hour of this happening. But when I went back into my email, I was seeing him switching all of the emails all the information that most crypto people. So if you know about Proton Mail, a lot of people use Proton Mail for their cryptos account, Binance, the different things. He went and changed the password of my Binance. And when I got the notification that he had changed the password to my Coinbase, that's when my heart stopped. Because everybody knows that, about Bitcoin is not trackable. If they get into that, they can, draft out money, send it to their account, and boom, there's nothing that you can do about it. So that's when my heart dropped. But I was able to get back in once I got my number, switch the password, and was able to keep my my Coinbase account. But and this is just guys, just being aware, man. Like there was so much going on. I was moving, and I forgot to change the password to my Robinhood, and he actually went in there the following day. So they'll scam you the first day, run your Instagram dry the first day, and then come back the next day and go through what they have of you. Right. So, man, I couldn't even imagine if I wasn't able to get back into my Coinbase, but he actually got back into my Robinhood and dropped over $40,000 in charges from my bank account. And for those of you that are familiar with Robinhood, the money's not gone. It's just in transit from my bank account over to Robinhood. It takes a few days, but it's just annoying to wake up to a negative $25,000 bank account. And I'm just like, dude, it's just like, come on, man. These guys, you can't, as far as I know, you can't send money on Robinhood. So he's just doing it just to fuck. Like, just fuck with me. Just be like, oh, let me just draft this money out and fuck with him. Because the first one they tried was 50,000, then 25,000, and those all got declined. Then they started with the small one, 5K went through, then 8K, then 15K, and then just started running up to 40K, just to mess with me. So I'll get the money back, but it's just annoying, guys. So imagine this, guys. If you had a Coinbase account, MetaMask, and you didn't get access to it, they would have went for that. They would have went for that. So guys, it's a SIM swapping scam, but they're doing two things. They want your Instagram because that's the immediate cash. That's how they can go and get $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, depending on your following right there that day. But then the following day, they're going through your cryptos and they're going after the real valuable assets in there.
So DeAndre, when we spoke to him, that's what he said. When he got on that call at 4 a.m., he's like, I need 10K in crypto, like right now.
That's what he said in Bitcoin.
Yeah, in Bitcoin. Yeah, he said 10K. And then his name was literally Russian Bitcoin Mafia. That was his Telegram name. So that's what they're coming after. The thing is, I had everything secured on my Coinbase, so he hit where it hurts. People literally trust me enough to send money that I haven't talked to in 5 to 6 years. I have a loyal following. I built a reputation where, man, we do honest work. Me and you work hard for our freaking money. We provide value. So someone's doing the easy route. That was just a low shot. That they were going after the crypto, they didn't get it, so they're gonna do the next best thing, was scam people out of their money.
So I guess the next two questions people are thinking is, one, who's the most susceptible to this? That's the first question we can answer right now. And the second one, what are the steps we can do to prevent this? So to answer that first question, the people that I think that are most susceptible to this are people that are building a following, over 10,000 followers, right? Or at least 5,000, but they have a following and have built credibility because when they send those messages out, they have enough people to send and they have built a reputation so people will send it back. Because they're using this off of relationship and rapport. So if somebody only has 2,000, 3,000 followers, they're not really doing anything. They're not really a target for these people because if they only have an hour or two and this guy has 5,000 followers, no reputation, they're wasting their time. They're going after the people with over, tons of followers and have reputation, have built something. And guys, and if you openly speak about crypto, if you openly speak about crypto, talk about crypto in any way, I think you're also a target because they know that you have crypto if you openly speak about it as well. So I think if you're in any of those categories, you are a target for this.
I'm gonna add to that. It wouldn't necessarily be crypto. It'd be anyone in the entrepreneur space that uses digital, assets to make money. Online marketing. You're using, you're sending money through Square. You're charging people for a course. Like I have 150,000 followers. It looks like they messaged 1,000 people in 1 day span, 2 day
Yeah,
span.
they have software. I noticed that too. They went to my messages from last November and screenshotted me and sent me because called me on WhatsApp. And then I got a message from my local address, which is obviously a Google phone number. And they sent me a screenshot of messages I was doing when I was doing business with people back last November. So like these guys.
What'd they say in those messages?
So no, but basically, so I did Instagram shout outs back in November. I did a campaign. And so they were sending me screenshots of like just fucking with me. They're like, hey, hey, what's up? Huh? This guy never posted your shit. Just random stuff to let them know, to tell me that they were in my messages from back November. So they're going through your stuff. There might even be a whole team of people doing this. They're running a software, but they're going through your messages. Another thing, if you're sending messages, don't send personal data over Instagram because don't be sending your social and all these different stuff through data, like or through Instagram messages. Unsend it or do it over a phone call or something like that because they will be going through your messages if they do this,
So yeah, bro, I mean, anyone could be a target. If you have your number on social media, a lot of times we have our numbers to log into a different social media account, especially Facebook and Instagram. Take it off. Just do yourself a favor, take it off. Use your email, use 2FA, use your face scan, all that shit, anyone can be a target, bro. Like I mentioned, I think you mentioned in your video too, in the next 3 to 4 years, this is going to be a big ass scam. There's going to be a big old teams of people doing this, to get the best of people. So we got to take the proper security measures to make sure it doesn't happen.
The most valuable thing. The phone number is the most valuable thing. I think back in the day, it was like, identity theft with like getting your social, opening up credit cards. I've never personally been taken advantage of there, but this is the new future because they can come in here and they can wipe out 100K overnight. Imagine this. I had about $20,000 in my crypto. So whatever, I lost 20K to 20K. Yo, if you're a crypto millionaire, which I mean, by the way, you probably have it on a ledger, but let's just say theoretically, you had it on there for a couple minutes or something, and you had $1 million, $500,000, 100,000, guys, they're gonna take that immediately. And there's nothing you can do in that 45-minute window that they have your account.
There's no police, there's no government you can call and be like, hey, I got scammed. Or even in this situation, I'm gonna, submit some stuff to the FBI and be like, hey, here's what I got so far. But I doubt he's gonna get caught like this unless he keeps scaling his scamming business and eventually he gets caught himself. But there's not much you can do, guys, and it sucks when there's a feeling of helplessness. You're just staring at your shit. DeAndre, you're just staring at me like, all right, well, what's next?
Staring at it, you're like, you don't know what to do. Like literally, you just sit there like there's so many emotions. Like you're just trying to fix shit and you feel hopeless, But hey, let's go talk about how we can prevent this. Go ahead, my man.
Okay, there's a lot of stuff. So what I can do is I'll put together a Google link, a Google Drive link, and I'll send it to you so you can post it in your video bio. Okay. So what we did was there's a lot of stuff that we put together to solve this. Okay. So I put together a whole to-do list, if you can see over here, what things you can do. I wrote it all out, put the links, hyperlinks, everything in there. So first of all, I explained to everyone what happened, right? Then I talked about, let me explain what this scam is. So there's a couple of different links. CNET has a SIM swapping hack, kind of how to preventative measures. Then silvermillerlaw.com has how it works, so people can get familiar about what happened. There's also a Wikipedia page explaining what happened. So from the looks of it, T-Mobile is the #1 carrier that's susceptible to be hacked. So what you should do is not to talk shit about T-Mobile or anything like this. It's just bad experiences. I would switch from T-Mobile. But let's just say you don't have if you have a family plan or something like that, call T-Mobile, call any carrier, to be honest, call them and say, hey, this is the owner of the account. This is my authorized user, whatever. But unless I come to the store and make a a change to my account or modification of my account in person with an ID, no one can do it over the phone. That's the first thing you can do. Okay, so that prevents anyone from calling. Apparently, they called my carrier 10 times until I finally did it. That's something like that happened to you?
Yeah, they called saying they were store manager and they kept trying and trying and trying. And it's just like, dude, like some employee who really cannot see what's going on is just gonna let them through. You
Yep.
know? So yeah, so guys, step number one, just to clarify, call your carrier. T-Mobile is the most susceptible, just so you know, but call your carrier regardless who you're with, put a pin on your SIM and let them know that you will never change it over the phone and it must be done in person with a valid ID. So that's step number one.
Step number two, okay. I would say this is something that my friends have told me. Change your number every few years. 2 years, change your number. Every 2 years, change your number. I'm gonna start doing that. I have a backup phone. I have a business line, so I'm not giving anyone my personal phone number. Besides, if you're in my unless you're in my close circle, I'm not giving anyone my close my phone number. I'm gonna give them the backup business line, which is not tied to any social media accounts. Make sense? I'll put it on Calendly and shit like that. Third thing I did was remove all my numbers from Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. It's not tied to any phone numbers. Sometimes they ask for verification. I'm going to put email. On that note, step number 4. So again, step number 3 is remove your numbers. Step number 4 is take a backup email, an email that's not tied to your phone number or anything personal. Like I just made a new email. So my company emails at Principles Creative, Ali at Principles Creative. Now I'm going to put info at Personals Creative. So just an example, you can use that email. That email is just used for business to sign into shit. I'm not having any personal information on there. Okay. The next thing we did was, give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Okay. So the next thing we did was all the Telegram communities, Telegram, WhatsApp, Reddit, remove yourself if it's an unnecessary community. I was in DeAndre, I was in like 30 crypto chats. That's probably how they got their number. Telegram is another way. Telegram, your number, it's like WhatsApp. Your number is tied to your Telegram account. So I removed my number from the Telegram account and I've made it private. So there's an option in settings where you can make it private so your people can't see your public number. So make your Telegram and your WhatsApp private. Okay, so people do use your number, they can't find you that. Only your close circle can. Another thing I'm going to mention, I don't think this is in the steps, but this is kind of an obvious one. Your successful entrepreneur friends will never ask you for money through Instagram DM. They'll probably call you or FaceTime you. Exactly. So from here on out, do not send money to anyone without verifying. Call them, not even text them, call them. Because in this situation, we were hacked. Our text could have been responded to, right? Call them. Hey, what's up, DeAndre? Hey, bro, can you send $1,000 to this client? Yeah, absolutely. It verifies DeAndre's voice, and then I can do it that way, right?
Yeah, never send money. But even if it's your brother, like I had one of my close friends that she got scammed. I was like, out of $1,000, I was like, I would call you if it was that urgent at 3 a.m. that I needed 1,000. I would call you. There's no reason. There's no reason. If my phone was dead or whatever, like I would call you.
It's crazy, bro. I had one of the followers that I was talking to, and he was like, bro, and he's a sincere fan that's been following me for a while. He's like, bro, he literally messaged me. He's like, bro, if I had $500, I would send it to you. But why didn't you ask your close circle? He named all the people in my close circle. He's like, why are you asking me? That's a red flag. If I haven't talked to you in 4, 5, 6, 7 years, why would I ask you? You know what I'm saying? So be very vigilant about that.
Mm-hmm. All right,
yeah, that's another step. So these are a couple of things you can do, guys. Remove your number from online, remove your number from Telegram groups, call your carrier and tell them, hey, I would never do this over the phone. I'll only do it in person. Then be very careful where you put your numbers online. If you're signing in through Facebook, you're signing in through Instagram for different things, have that two-factor authentication on. Everything use the Face ID. Have a separate email for all your accounts. So to prevent your number going out. The crazy thing is your number is public information. So be very careful where your public information
almost everything
goes.
is your address, your phone number. Just do a quick little Google search and all that stuff is. And you mentioned this on the phone call. I'd like to probably talk about it now. Is almost have a second number just for your cryptos. Like have like on a phone, Like I think you talked about it, maybe dive a little bit deeper. You have a personal phone, you have another phone number that you use that's just for your cryptos, that's just for
I have a
your
backup business line. I actually have three numbers. So I have one. Now I have three numbers. I had two. I have one, my personal phone, of course, my friend circle, my family. Two is my business line, clients, the people that I don't know that I'm giving the number out pretty freely to. You know, on Instagram, I connect with someone. They're like, hey, call me. Hey, let's FaceTime. Hey, Calendly, all that. My third number is like a sideline number. Sideline's an app or like Google Voice, where I use that just for stuff like crypto.
Mhm.
Make sense? So nothing is tied back to me. It's all like everything has its purpose. This account is for this. This number is for this account. This number is for this account. Make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah, I think moving into the future is just protection until they comes out with some like more like it's more people are gonna get taken advantage of. Every night is gonna get bigger, and then eventually a year, 6 months from now, whatever it is, then they'll have some higher precautions. Like as technology starts to advance, privacy needs to advance as well. So unfortunately, people will be taken advantage of tonight and moving into the future until it gets so big that it becomes a world like a common thing, and people know that this is something that's happening and how to really take advantage of it. So we just pray for the best. And, I forgive the people that did it. We can't hold resentment. I forgive the people that did it. And, I just pray God that, works in their life in some way. But there's no such thing as getting money stolen from. You might get your identity stolen or whatever. It's always a setup. I was, to move on to like a more spiritual aspect. I was, thinking the other day, like, did I manifest this? Because by the way, we manifest everything into our life. We attract everything. We attract the people, situations, circumstances, everything into our life. And I thought to myself the other day, was I for some reason thinking bad thoughts? Like, how did I attract this into my life? And I had this overwhelming of positivity come that I was doing the right thing, and Ali would probably feel the same way. We were doing the right thing, but I think that what happened is we're manifesting the next level. We're ready to go to the next level financially, giving, in business, and the only way to do that is to be challenged. And I think that God put this in our way personally so we can go through the challenge. We're going to get through it, but we're going to skyrocket and literally 10x, 100x over the next 60 to 90 days from the situation because it diverted us into a new direction. I know it did for me. I still, at this moment in time, don't have my Instagram back. That's how I made, all my money last month, promoting my master classes, my seminars and everything. My new account has 80 followers. If I don't get that back, was my money going to stop this month? No, I'm going to have to try something different. We're on YouTube. We're going to do TikTok, whatever it is. But whatever it is, it's setting us up to get to the next quantum leap in my business. That's how I feel. What would you say is your feeling and takeaway after this situation?
It's the same thing, bro. It's been about like a year and a half that I don't view situations as good or bad. They're just situations. It's how we respond to it is what matters, right? So in this situation, I could be playing victim. I could be blaming. I could be angry at someone I don't know. I can spend all this time being angry at the hacker. He probably never thinks about me another second in his life. He's done this every day for whatever, however long. So what I can do is make peace with the situation, figure out, what's in my control, what I can fix. I did take those things, those measures that I can take in my control to fix it, and whatever is not in my control, don't worry about it. Whatever I can help people with, prevent them. The crazy thing is, DeAndre, one other person messaged me last night, and he said his name was Bobby Craig. He was like, "Bro, same shit happened to me. They're in my account right now." He messaged me from his other account, his backup account. I FaceTimed him right there. I was like, "Is this really you?" And he's like, "Yeah, bro. What's up?" He laughed. He's like, "I know why you're calling me." He's like, "What you do?" And he's a verified account, so he's on support chat, talking to Instagram and Facebook. So anyway, I feel the same way, bro. It's just a situation. We're gonna come out stronger. I like what you said about the money. The money wasn't stolen. It's, obviously, of course, it's just a transfer of energy. So we vibrate at a high frequency. Money's just gonna come back because we are doing the right thing. We are, spreading good energy and value into the community and the world. So I'm not worried. Just take it as just a roadblock in the way, and we're gonna overcome it. And we're gonna keep going. Nothing stops the mission, man. The marathon continues.
That's it, my man. That's it. I think we end on that note. Guys, thank you so much, Ali. Tell us a little bit more. Where can people find you?
Well, you can find me on my not hacked Instagram, Ali.principles, but principlescreative.com. You find me on LinkedIn, Ali Hasib. We do branding, marketing, consulting, app development. We're in my real estate office right now. So we've been doing real estate wholesaling, a couple of different things going on. So y'all connect with me, man. Love to connect, love to network, provide value to each other. DeAndre, keep doing what you do. Pretty badass to watch the whole come up and seeing you progress through each level of life. And you said it really well, man. New levels, new devils. So there's one of those things we got to keep going. Nothing gets in the way. All right.
That's it. That's it, guys. And then you can find me. My original Instagram, if it does come back, is at Miami Patron. If not, it's my name now. So it's almost like the old DeAndre Miami Patron is kind of dead and building the new one. So you can find me DeAndre DANDRE Saxton SAXTON. That's my new Instagram, and then my YouTube channel, which is still Miami Patron, but I think I might move it to DeAndre Saxton and build that as the worldwide name that will build seminars around the world. So
I like that Saxon Seminars, bro. It has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, I love that.
When's the next one?
Sheesh, well, right now my coaches are having a baby this month, so we might do July. So we're probably just doing like a virtual masterclass this month, but we just might move it over. And I think actually now that I think about it, guys, I'm gonna not have my Instagram as DeAndre Saxton, but move it to Saxton Seminars. That will be my Instagram. So thanks for
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time,
guys.
and we'll talk soon. Okay.
Take care, brother. All right, see ya.